Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Tasha's in California for spring break right now, so you're stuck with me. And this is also something I don't know how much of opinion she had on because I'm going to be focusing on something she doesn't really care about. And so I don't want to force that on her, that topic on her, because I knew she wouldn't care as much as I do. So let's just get started with the video. I've noticed a trend recently in the people I hang out with. They've started being really judgmental of things I like and just saying things really rudely when I like something and judging it a little bit. And it really has been bothering me because I really don't like that, because that's something I used to do and I didn't get it at the time how much it can really offend someone. And I'm not a person who believes you should change yourself so you don't offend other people. But I think there is a line between having a discussion about things you like versus bashing on someone's interests. And kind of one example that I've seen is I have a friend who we are totally different. Black and white, basically. And we still get along and we're still friends and everything. But we just don't have very much in common, which is fine because we still get along, whatever. And I will talk about like the type of guy I like, and she'll be like, oh, well, I like this guy, and da-da-da-da, and go off and like say things, and the way she says them and like her tone is just so like, my type of guy is right, your type of guy is dumb. And I'm just like, that's not right, because everyone has different types of people and different qualities they look for in a potential partner or whatever. So it's like, it's a good thing we have different types, because some guys will like me and some guys will like her more. And that's good, because if they all liked her, then I would be all alone, and that'd be sad. Anyway, and so that's just kind of something I've been thinking about lately, especially with the whole Zayn Malik leaving One Direction thing. I know this has been a big deal, and it was 2 weeks ago, and it's not as much of a big deal, but it's still been bothering me, so I'm going to talk about it. When it comes to things people like and how much they like them, it is not okay to judge people on that, or to get mad at them for that. For example, when Zayn left One Direction, I was just clicking on the Facebook link and I just started reading it when my sister called me and was like, oh my gosh, did you hear? Because we're both One Direction fans. She's a little bit bigger of a fan than I am. She called me and she was crying and she was like, did you hear? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. And I was like, yeah, it sucks. I was shocked. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, what just happened? And my dad was home and he had come downstairs and I was not home. My sister was home. And so he'd come downstairs, he's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Is everyone okay? And she was like, Zayn left One Direction. And he was like, oh, is that it? And left. And I was like, I get that you're annoyed. I understand. I am a little sick about hearing about One Direction as well. But when your daughter is so upset about something that she is crying over it, don't just blow that off. Like, give her like at least, oh, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry your favorite band lost one of its members. And then the whole media thing with the whole, oh, these girls are so over dramatic and these young girls are putting way too much stock in a band and blah blah blah. Okay. What? Oh, I know people use this analogy all the time, but I think it's a good one. We have a whole month dedicated to college basketball. A whole month. And that makes news every night. People cry over that too. And people say it's different, but I really don't think it is. If someone cares about something, they're allowed to cry about it. I don't cry often because that's just not who I am, but I golfed in high school, and my junior year I just played the worst round of that year at state, where I wanted to like win or like place, and I just did so badly on that last hole that I got off, picked up my ball, walked off, went over to my mom and just started sobbing because I cared about that and that was important to me. But no one judged me over that. But if I would have cried over One Direction, it would have been like, okay, girl, get over it. It's not that big of a deal. And that's just not okay. People should be allowed to express their feelings however they want, over whatever they want. You may not like One Direction, and that's okay. You're allowed to not like what you want. But when something affects someone so deeply, and this may sound dumb, but I'm 100% sure that people have had their lives saved by One Direction. People have had their lives saved by many bands. And, they hear a line and they're like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to kill myself. And that is okay. It's not okay that they want to kill themselves, but the fact that a band decided to write music and put it out, and that helped someone, no matter what band, no matter who the person is, no matter what the circumstances, you need to respect that for other people, because a band affecting a person and saving their lives is, when that band breaks up or when a member leaves, they're going to be upset about that, because that was a huge part of their life. It's a huge part of the fact that they have a life still. You just need to respect that and not brush it off and not treat it like it's stupid little girls being emotional over dumb boys. Because that's not the only part of the story. You don't know what other things people are going through or have gone through to make them what they are. I guess my point is, everyone has their own life and their own story and their own background. And because of that, we all have different opinions and things that we like, which is great. It makes the world so much more interesting. And because we all have different things, we can't judge people based on those. There is so much negativity because of that kind of reaction to the world that it just sucks sometimes. So before you judge someone for liking One Direction or for crying over it, just think, hey, you know what? What's something I would cry over? Would they judge me for that? Would I want them to judge me for that? Probably not, because when you like something, you will defend it. So be a little more open-minded and try not to be so rude to other people, because it's not worth it. And if you're a little bit nicer and a little bit happier in the world and a little more understanding, your whole day and your week and your life will just be better. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any opinions or any other examples or just want to complain about people being judgmental, let me know underneath, and subscribe and like this video and everything, because I'm really enjoying making them and I want to know if I'm helping you guys or helping anyone really. So just let me know. Bye.